I walked the entire boat show and found what I think are the 3 best 25-foot boats you can buy right now. One of them is priced super competitively, one is hands down the best bang for your buck, and one of them might just be the best built boat in its class. Same size class, totally different prices, so which one actually makes the most sense?
Alright guys, we got the Seaborn FX25 25 foot 6 inches, 8.5 foot beam, 400 horsepower, 68 gallon fuel capacity, 17 degree dead rise. This is a 25 bay. This got an amazing price as well, guys. You're gonna want to see this. The transom is a little funky. It's a little different. So it does have like a rounded transom back here. It's a cool design. Jack plate, dual power poles on here, and it's got a Suzuki 300 Stealth. You know I love my Suzukis. You have a dive ladder over here, and then you have a seating. It almost looks like a little leaning post, right? I like this. Keeps you safe in there. Okay. This out big well. It's big well in here. This is that seating I was telling you about. So you're nice and secure in here. Space for about 3 people in here. And you got access to this drawer here. A little drawer here for your knives. And looks like a little cutting board. A bait prep station. And over here, you get access to the bilge area. I'm not a big fan of these hatches. That out. There's a lot of plumbing for this boat, a lot of plumbing, and you have a lot of wires coming out here because you do have the dual power poles. So there is a lot going on down here. You have some washdowns here, bilge pump, you have all your plumbing for your live wells, you have your wiring for both, you got all your wiring for your power poles, so it's a lot. Alright, you have under gunnel rod storage. You have your washdown, fresh water and salt water over here, and it's got a little compartment here so you keep it off of the deck. The leaning post does have the T-top integrated, all in one piece. I'm seeing that a lot more on these boats. A little storage over here. Okay, so look at that. So you have your engine, house battery, crossover, trolling. So you got all your switches over here, nice and tucked away. Take a look in here. Batteries are in here. Here's your lithium battery for your trolling motor, your battery charger. Nice and neat. Look at all that wiring. Very nice upholstery on this boat. Hardtop looks great. Got the courtesy lights that change color. The speakers are integrated here into the mold of the actual hardtop. I like that. You got your buttons, some push buttons up here. Got those ram air intakes to get fresh air. That's a cool idea. I like that a lot. 2 Garmin 12 inches. Lots of space. Push button switches. Your fuses are down here. Digital control for your Suzuki. Charge your phone right there. All those Seaborns come with this little compartment, I noticed. Looks like it's kind of like the same console. And I get that. Courtesy lights. Jack plate access over here. Check out this T-top. Frees up all the space and it's into... Oh, it's all in the console as one. You can see. Check out the wiring in here, guys. Look. So these guys decided to put the power pole reservoirs and pumps in the console. Look how neat this looks. As you, like I said in my other videos, you're getting this quality of wiring on your Bluewater CB contender style boats. Okay. On a boat that costs a fraction of those, you know, half the price, fraction of those. The medic head, I believe the live well, bait well is behind here. Tons of space up here. The bay well. Let's see in here. Big storage compartment. That's a lot of space. Look at that. Tons of space in there. It's huge. Freshwater tank up front. Oh, I like this too. This is a cooler. Yeah. So that's insulated. You got some more storage over here on both sides. And you got their lights and stuff in there. I like that. It's all lit. Now look at this. Got another live well up here. And check out that casting deck. Look how much space you got up there. Look at this thing. Look at that. So you get live well discharge up there. This is that insulation for the cooler and for the live well. You have your wiring up there, your trolling motor access. And then this is your anchor locker up here. Tons of space. A lot of road in there. Fit a lot of anchor road in there. This one does come equipped with the trolling motor. You got a lot of space. You can walk on these gunnels, no problem. Maybe a little handrail up here would help, just so when you're walking by here you don't fall off the boat. Splitter lights. Let's go take a look at the price on this guy. It's hard to beat. 25-foot boat. Looks like it's fully equipped too. 119,000. FX25 Bay boat, 119,000. That's hard to beat. You're getting a lot of quality, a lot of value. A lot of value. Comes with all that you see here, the Suzuki, everything that you see there. All right, on to the next. All right, we got the Bulls Bay 255 center console. Length overall is 25 foot 5 inches, a beam of 8.5, 20-degree dead rise, drop to 17, weighs about 3,000 pounds. Fuel capacity 150 gallons. Let's take a look. All right, we look back here. You have powered by twin 150s. I asked the gentleman earlier if this boat can come with a single, and it does. Trim tabs. It has a ladder back here that comes out. That's cool. I think this might be one of the best bargains in the entire boat show. So, tons of space. Tons of space back here. Big live well. Look at that, nice live well. So you can see inside there, that's cool. You go, nice and neat. These guys do a really good job rigging their boats. I think this boat might be one of the best deals back here. So you have some rod holders off the back. Tons of space back here, under gunnel rod storage. Pull out cooler. Little tackle storage area. I like that a lot. This pull out cooler system is cool. Keeps it out the way. Straps, bolsters all around. Heavy duty cleats on this. Bolsters are really nice too. All right, up at the helm. You have a tilting steering wheel, big space so you can put some 12-inch chart plotters on there. Some storage up there, dry storage. Couple of this, got some more storage in here. Nice. And you got a hard top with the lights. A T-top box. Oh. More with molded speakers up top. T-top is heavy duty. It is bolted down here to the deck, but it really is heavy duty. Let's take a look in here. Got some shore power connections over here. A little space for a head. I could stand up in there, and look how neat all of that is. Very, very neat. Got the batteries down here. A nice box for the VSRs. Got a freshwater tank up in front. This boat is pretty sweet. And then up here you have some storage, and it's finished. I like the angle cooler too. You can leave that there permanently. Oh, this is cool. I haven't seen this before, so you can store this away and it becomes one with the side. Well, if you want to lay out, and you got plenty of space here, so see, I got plenty of space. Let's take a look in here, see how this opens up. I'm only going to open one side, so let's take a look. Nice and finished. Same on this side. And a big old storage finish locker inside there. This is a hell of a deal for this boat. All right, let's go look at the price. Yeah, so you're looking at this one is 109,000, but the gentleman said that with a single you're under 100,000. I think this is a hell of a deal. So I think this might be one of the best deals at the boat show. Really nice. Love the color.
Real quick, if you notice all these boats are running Suzukis, that's because they're one of the most reliable and fuel efficient outboards out there. And if you're thinking about repowering, Reliable Marine is the #1 Suzuki repower dealer in the country. They'll help you pick the right motor and get you back on the water fast. I'll drop their info down below.
Bluewater 23T. I've done a video on these boats. I actually went to the factory at Bluewater and I was able to film how they make these boats. This is one of my favorite boats on the market. I know that they're built like tanks and they ride amazing. It's one of the best riding boats that I've been on. I've been on the 25T with twin 200s. This is the 23T. It's got a single 300. So let's go check out what we got here. So right off the back, you see the Suzuki 300, the Armstrong bracket, and it does have the Seakeeper Ride trim tab system. This is probably my favorite color for boats, which is the white and blue combo. Now you'll notice on this boat, this is as high end as you'll get. You know, this is up there with the yellow fins, with the contenders, and I'd say it's even better than some of those. This boat is, nothing creaks and cracks. Everything is solid and meticulously put together. I've shown you guys what a budget boat looks like. I've shown you what a mid-tier boat looks like. This is the upper end of the boats of boat manufacturer. So let's start back here at the stern. You have your rod holders in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a fishing machine. Now already you can tell the hardware is heavy duty. The pop-up cleats making it nice and flush. You got a cup holder over here. Freshwater attachment over here. You got shore power back there. This one's powered by Fusion radio. Check this out. And this is a custom boat, semi-custom custom boat. This is what you're getting with this type of boat. This type of wiring. And this boat looks like it just came out of the mold. See over here. And this is your washdowns. Pumps. Smells just like gel coat. Fresh gel coat. Let's take a look at the bilge. This is where you guys got to check when you guys are looking at boats, okay? You guys got to check inside the bilge. All the hoses, the wiring, it's all nice and neat, protected. This is where water sits, humidity and all that stuff. So, all right, over here. You have a finished fish box. I believe these are also insulated. Okay, same thing on this side. Got some Corona lights there. Finished fish box. Got struts. Or this has that EVA foam up there. Just nice touch. We can take a look at the space up here. Look how much space there is back there. Bolsters all along the side of the boat. This goes continuously all the way to the bow and basically encapsulates the whole boat, just surrounds the whole boat. And then here you have your live well, huge live well. That looks like it's 50 gallons or something like that. It's huge. Big live well. Okay. Still on the center, still on the leaning post here. You have a tackle storage in there, and then you also have access to your plumbing back up in there. And I think that's on both sides also. So you have some more tackle storage. You can put your rigging in there. You have undergone rod storage. And guys, this is a 3-piece construction hull. So you have your hull, you have the liner, which is this part, right, with the deck, and then they put a cap on the boat. So it's 3 pieces. You have the hull, the liner here, and then they stick the cap on it, and that makes the boat a lot stronger. Makes it a superior hull. Upholstery on this boat is top notch. Okay, some of the best that we've seen. Nice step here. You can fold up and down, and then coming up to the console, you got some more storage down there. Got footrest down there, and a huge area here where you can fit a couple. You can probably put two 16s on here. Right here you have a 12-inch garment. You have a nice push button panel here with your switches, with the Bluewater emblem down here. I like that a lot. Here's some cup holders. This one has a Seakeeper ride system. And here you have some more EVA foaming. So EVA foam, so you can put your cell phones and things like that, your keys or whatever you feel like putting up there. Right? This T-top is heavy duty T-top. Look how thick that is. These tubes are giant, big, heavy duty, with a hard top. Okay, so light up there. You got your rod holders off the back. All right, and you have spreader lights on both sides up there. We'll open this up and take a look. You have your Fusion radio up there, and you have your VHF over here. Let's take a look inside the console. Now you guys are going to see the difference between the wiring. And although the other boat's wiring may have been good, you know, this is what you get in this type of boat. Watch this. Everything is labeled, easy to change out. Something that see, labeling something like this is super important. That's the extra step that these manufacturers take. Okay, and the reason for that is it's easy. There's no guessing game. If something goes wrong, they know exactly where to check and where to go to. So just look at the rigging. This tells you a whole lot when you guys are looking to buy a boat. The console and the wiring on a boat really tells you the amount of effort that's been put into these boats by the manufacturers. As you can see, the cup holders are all plumbed, so this stays dry. And you have a big enough space here where you can put a head if you wanted to. Or maybe a cutting board, it looks like here. Coming up towards the bow here, you have some more storage. More storage over here. That's not a finished box. All right. Same thing on this side. This boat has this cool feature. Okay, it has a really cool feature with this cooler that this flips out this way. Okay. And you have this gigantic fish box. Watch this. Yes. I don't know how big that is, but it's got to be upwards of 6+ feet, because I fit in there no problem. And it's finished. It's a nice finished fish box. So this is great if you're going to the tuna grounds, you know, if you're loading up with mackerel, whatever type of fishing that you're doing, you can load this up. It's an insulated cooler. You're good to go. It's also got this beautiful EVA Bluewater foam back here. Gives it a nice touch. And look how big this thing is. Huge. Slide that back. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen it on any boat, other boat but theirs. Heavy duty hardware up here. Even these lights themselves are about $300 or more. Finished anchor locker in there, so you can put your anchor in here, stow it away. You see a little plumbing here, so the water's not just falling anywhere. It's actually directed down to where it's got to go. Those are the little touches that you get on a boat like this as custom. And when you're dealing with a custom manufacturer, you can actually go step by step. They keep you in the loop of what's happening on the boat, all the progress and stuff. So let's go check out the price. All right, 2026 23T Bluewater Sport Fishing Boats, $169,987. Out the door price $187.42. And I think all of that is included in this boat. I can guarantee you that if you are looking for the baddest boat, this is up there with the best. So that's what you get with this one. Let's go on to the next one.
Alright, you've seen all three, so what do you think? Is the Seaborn the smartest choice for the money? Is the Bulls Bay actually the best overall value? Or is the Bluewater so well built that it's worth spending the extra? Let me know which one you guys would take home and why, and really curious to see where you guys land on this one.